Moments like these truly highlight the shared ancestry between the dogs and the wolves. I traveled 5 hours on a midsummer weekend in 2020 to photograph wolves in Finland. I had never seen a wild wolf before, so this was going to be my first time, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be lucky enough to see one. So I'm going to the hide now. Since it was midsummer, I was the only photographer that weekend, so I had the hide all to myself. After waiting for 2 hours, I saw something moving in the forest. I couldn't believe my eyes. A young wolf was walking through the beautiful cotton grass towards the hide. It was a yearling from last spring. No matter how silent I tried to be, the wolf seemed to know I was inside the hide. Like thin air, it appeared out of nowhere, and after some time, it disappeared back into the forest. After this encounter, there was nothing for many hours. I hoped something would show up during the night. Just as my patience was running out, a pack of wolves finally showed up. My dream was becoming reality. For a moment, I couldn't believe my eyes. There were 4 wolves, 3 yearlings from last year, led by a beautiful alpha female. One of the yearlings was the same wolf I had seen earlier. There was something magical and beautiful about this moment. The sun had set and the good light was gone, though it was still photographable since it was midsummer, the longest day of the year in Finland. During the summer, the daylight in Finland is very long and it barely gets dark at night. Seeing a pack of wolves just 30 meters away from my hide, it was hard to focus on what to photograph as it all felt unreal. There were many small holes around the hide and a lot of mosquitoes were getting inside. Without any mosquito repellent, at times it kind of felt unpleasant trying to stay quiet. Around 3 a.m., there was a beautiful red sky behind the forest just before the sunrise. I knew I would have a beautiful golden light if the wolves stayed around until the morning. Almost all the yearlings had their summer coats, which made them look smaller and thinner, except for one individual which looked bigger and more photogenic. I mostly focused on this wolf. At one point, this particular wolf came very close to the hide, within a 10-meter range. I had to zoom out all the way to capture it in my frame. The alpha female didn't stay near the hide much longer. Instead, she went to the swamp close to the forest edge and stayed there the whole time, keeping an eye on the yearlings. I was able to capture a beautiful bonding moment between the alpha female and her yearling. The yearling behaved like a young dog as it approached to its mother, showing the playful side of their relationship. Moments like these truly highlight the shared ancestry between the dogs and the wolves. Soon after, the pack disappeared into the forest and I never saw them again. There was a stunning morning sunrise in the swamp, but no animals were around. Soon the lights started getting harsher, making photography difficult, so I decided to nap for a couple of hours during the day. The whole day there wasn't much to photograph. Around the evening, a bear showed up. There was many ravens in the area when the bear showed up. I guess they followed the bear.
There's a bear up there somewhere now.
Around the late evening, a smaller bear came to the carcass as well. It looked very nervous and easily startled. I assumed it was scared of the bigger bear in the area. It quickly left and walked far away into the swamp close to the forest edge before disappearing into the trees.
So the good light is gone. Almost.
Around 11 p.m., this huge bear from earlier passed by very close from my height, probably within 3 to 5 meters. That's when I realized just how big a mature brown bear really is. I wasn't expecting it to come back, and I got quite scared knowing there was only a thin piece of wood between us, and I knew that this bear could easily tear this apart if it wants. I froze for a moment, then I quickly grabbed my camera and tried to photograph it. But I couldn't even focus since it was too close even from a 70 to 200 lens. It quickly left the scene and walked far away in the swamp. That was the last sighting for me.
It's a bit far away now.
I waited the whole night, hoping something else would show up, but nothing came near the hide. I slept a bit early since I had to leave the hide early the next morning and head back to the city. This was truly a beautiful experience. I had never done hide photography before this, and seeing these majestic animals out in the wild is truly a beautiful moment. Sharing one of the most beautiful sunrises of my life with these magnificent wolves, that is something I will never forget. I doubt any future sunrise will ever surpass the feeling of that extraordinary morning. Experiencing such a rare and raw moment in nature alongside these majestic creatures is something I will never forget.
I'll probably go back to sleep for a couple of hours. Okay, see ya guys.
I will put my favorite images at the end of the video. And thank you for following along this journey. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of this.